Hello fellow cinema enthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to my channel Let's Get Reels. Today, instead of doing a movie review, I'm going to do a second Criterion haul because Barnes & Noble is yet again having one of their 50% off all Criterion DVDs and Blu-rays, and I had a wonderful time, and it's only, I think, been the second week of this sale, and I just went crazy this time and I got a whole bunch more. So for this video I figured I'm just gonna do what I did last time. I already did another Criterion haul this year, but I'm gonna do it again, and here's what I got for this round of the Barnes & Noble Criterion sale. First up, I got Rebecca by Alfred Hitchcock. Rebecca is one of my all-time favorite movies. I already have this movie on regular DVD and Blu-ray. I've had those for years, and actually Rebecca was one of the first old Hollywood movies I ever bought myself. When I started getting into classic films, I saw him like, oh, this is Alfred Hitchcock, I'm gonna get this. I used to work at Best Buy, so it was when like Hitchcock's movies and a whole bunch of classic movies really started to come out on DVD, so I picked up at that time Rebecca, Spellbound, and Notorious, and I picked up Notorious because I love Cary Grant, and I'm like, okay, well, Spellbound has Hitchcock, it's a Hitchcock movie, let's get it. And Rebecca was, I think, the catalyst for me to really like classic films and Alfred Hitchcock. There's one scene in it where that just blows my mind. It blew my mind, still blows my mind to this day. So I had to get Rebecca on Criterion because it's probably the best picture I'm going to have out of all three of the versions that I have of this movie. Next up is a Francois Truffaut film called Shoot the Piano Player. I have seen Shoot the Piano Player. I saw it many years ago. I don't remember that much of it, but I remember really enjoying it, and it's been on my Amazon wish list of DVDs to get for years and years now, and I came across it and I'm like, alright, you know what, I'm just gonna pick it up, and I can't wait to watch it again because I know I really liked it. I remember the direction was really cool and the cinematography was really cool. Next is The Passion of Joan of Arc. This movie I have seen. It is currently available to view on YouTube, but I really liked it, and I knew that it was out on Criterion for a couple years, so I finally picked it up. I love Carl Theodor Dreyer. I think he's a fantastic director, and when I watched this movie, it was both beautiful and kind of horrifying and really amazing all at the same time. So I've always wanted The Passion of Joan of Arc, like I've always wanted to Shoot the Piano Player for years and years, so I finally picked it up, and I'm very happy I did. I can't wait to watch this movie again, and I'm so happy I finally own it. Next is La Dolce Vita by Fellini. I watched this movie. This was actually one of the very first classic films I think I watched when I was in college, once I started getting really into them, and I remember liking it and kind of being like, wow, this is really long and there's a lot of subtitles. I actually remember watching La Dolce Vita for the first time in my dorm room in college, and my roommate walking in, she's like, what the hell are you watching? I like the movie. I like Fellini. I like his style of directing, and I think I'll appreciate La Dolce Vita a lot more. I think I just wanted it because it's a Criterion movie and it's a Fellini movie, and as I said, I'd watched it before, so I was like, alright, let's give it another chance, and you know what, when it's 50% off, you go for it. Here are three movies that I picked up that I have not seen yet, but they have been on my list for a while just to see, and I was finally like, alright, let's go crazy, let's finally get them. So the first of these movies that I have not seen is Autumn Sonata by Ingmar Bergman, starring Ingrid Bergman and Liv Ullmann, and I'm very excited to see Autumn Sonata. This movie sounds really messed up, really crazy, just like the mother-daughter relationships in this movie, nothing like, you know, violence, crazy, just like mind screw stuff. So this is an Ingrid Bergman movie that I have not seen yet, and I'm very excited to finally see Autumn Sonata. There have been plenty of times over the years where I've downloaded this, I've found it online, and there was no subtitles. So this is in Swedish because all the stars and the director are Swedish, and finally I have it with the subtitles and I cannot wait to see it. Next up is Sullivans Travels. I love Joel McCrea, and ever since I saw this on Amazon years ago and I saw that Joel McCrea was in it, I was like, I gotta see this. For some reason, I've gone looking for it over the years, and I just couldn't find it, but for some reason, I've never seen it. So I'm really excited to see Sullivans Travels. I'm excited to see how well Joel McCrea and Veronica Lake act together, because I think, to me, their acting styles seem it would be very, very different against each other. I think Joel McCrea is much more of an actor than Veronica Lake, so I'm looking forward to watching their dynamic and their chemistry, if there is any, in Sullivans Travels. Last but not least is a Japanese movie from 1968 called Kuroneko. I think that's how it's pronounced. Don't come after me with the wrong pronunciation here. I had never heard of this. I have never seen it, and I got it because the last Barnes & Noble sale, the Criterion sale, my brother Christian picked this up, and he read the back. He goes, wow, this looks really cool. It sounds awesome. And at the time, he didn't pick it up because he didn't have any money. I didn't pick it up because I was just targeting ones that I wanted, and that I wanted for a while. And so this time I saw it and it reminded me of my brother. I haven't seen him like in person in months, so I was like, oh, let me get this and watch it for Christian. So I'm really excited to see this as well. And I also heard from somebody that I work with who's really big into like old Japanese films and Kurosawa and a bunch of like really famous old like Japanese and Chinese directors. So he said today that when I told him that I bought this movie, he was like, oh, you're gonna love it. He goes, the masks are gonna mess with your head so much. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to see this for many reasons. I'm looking forward to all of these movies, to watching them again or watching them for the first time. So that was my Criterion haul for fall of 2017. Right now it is going on until Black Friday, 50% off of Barnes & Noble Criterion. Go have a ball if you can. They have so many great movies. I really hope you guys get to take advantage when Barnes & Noble has their sales of the Criterion collection, because they have great, great movies. They have so many more movies I'm really looking forward to picking up. In the future, I'm not going to go crazy again, and then I'm sure they're going to keep coming out with more really good movies. So for the time being, that was my Criterion haul. Let me know in the comments what Criterion movies you guys have, what you've gotten, if you've gotten anything for this sale, and if you have the Criterion movies, what are some of your favorites? Leave them there. And if you guys also have any movies you suggest that I watch, also leave those in the comments, and if I pick your movie and I review it, I'll give you a shout out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I like to make reviews here. I love making movie reviews, and I will most definitely be reviewing all of these movies coming up sometime in the near future. So hit that subscribe button, and as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.